Hello guys and welcome back to Kyrgyzstan. After spending a couple of days in the quirky and very Soviet capital of Bishkek, it was time to head deeper into this fascinating country. Over the coming 2 days, I'll take you to a variety of epic locations that can all be visited on day trips from Bishkek. So it's really pristine and untouched. It looks like a mix of the Australian outback and Cappadocia. The first one is the breathtaking Ala Archa National Park. Situated just 20 kilometers from Bishkek, it's the ideal spot for a day hike, and it is where today's adventure begins. Good morning guys and welcome to Ala Archa National Park in Kyrgyzstan. Today I'm gonna go on a little hike and show you some of the beauty that you can experience in this rather spectacular country. Look at how wild this river is. So I'm already inside the Ala Archa National Park here, and first I'm gonna explain how to get here from Bishkek, which is actually quite straightforward. So I was a little bit worried because I did my research on how to get here and how to hike in the Ala Archa National Park without a guide, and the information online was a bit conflicting. Some people said that you need to take a marshrutka and then another taxi to get to the trails, or hitchhike, but luckily the people at my guest house were very helpful because it has become much easier. So now you can take public bus number 1 from various locations in Bishkek, and the ticket is 50 som, and that bus leaves every 30 minutes and it takes about 1 hour and then drops you at the main entrance gate. So once you are at the main entrance, you pay the fee, which is 200 som, and then you can take an electric shuttle or minibus, which is free. And that shuttle will drop you right here at the trails, because the actual trails are about 12 kilometers from the main entrance gate. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do this hike, which is basically a long stretch next to the river. So this right here is the river trail, and it is mostly flat, so it is on the easier side. But yeah, this place is gorgeous. It looks a bit like Switzerland. Right, taking a little break here, I got some snacks, so I'm gonna munch on those. And yeah, there was a place to buy food right at the entrance, but yeah, they didn't have that much, so better bring your own food and water if you're coming here. This trail is fantastic, I have to say, really beautiful. We got lots of little waterfalls. So it's super quiet and serene. Right, let's cross the river here. Man, this river is wild. But just look at this view, super gorgeous. Now you might be wondering whether there is some wildlife here, and the answer is yes, but I haven't seen any yet. So I did see a squirrel right at the entrance, but that's it. Apparently there are lots of marmots and badgers and other types of little animals here, and even snow leopards according to the signs, but I guess these would be much higher up. Now you might also be wondering what the weather here is like, and it is very pleasant. The temperature in Bishkek is 35 Celsius, but then here we are at 2000 meters plus above sea level and the temperature is around 25. And I actually brought a sweater and a jacket just in case, but so far that was unnecessary. Good morning guys, and welcome back to the gritty streets of Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. Today I am joining a group tour here in Bishkek and heading to some beautiful historic and also nature-related locations. So come and join me as we explore more of this amazing country of Kyrgyzstan. So the meeting point is the main train station here, which is where my guide will be waiting, and it's a Soviet beauty. My guide showed up bang on time and we drove into the countryside. To my surprise, nobody else had booked this tour, so I had my own private guide and driver. The first stop was about 90 minutes away, so we had plenty of time to get to know each other and talk a bit about Kyrgyzstan. So I am with Anvar here. He's my guide on this trip, and I have a private tour because I'm the only one in the group.
Yeah.
Is
Hello.
that not always the case, I guess?
Hello, nice to meet you. Welcome to Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan is more for nature, and here is lots of things to see, things to enjoy. So we are waiting for you.
Yeah, come to Kyrgyzstan. It's a lovely country. And not yet on the main tourist trail, I would say. So the tourism industry here is definitely growing, but it is also not yet at the point where you have a lot of mass tourism. So you can get a private tour like this and see some ancient wonders. We then stopped at Burana Tower, one of 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Kyrgyzstan and the only one that isn't nature-related. It is a 9th century minaret and the only remaining structure of the ancient city of Balasagun. Balasagun was part of a secondary Silk Road, and the city flourished between the 9th and 12th centuries. Burana Tower had both military and religious purposes, and today stands pretty much in the middle of nowhere as a reminder of bygone times. Now the weather is a bit gloomy today, but you can still see the mountains because Kyrgyzstan is a very mountainous country and almost nothing is flat here. So we are now going inside the tower and apparently you can ascend to the top. So first we are ascending this staircase here and there's the tower. It's built out of brick, right? Red brick?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's a red burnt brick.
Okay, red burnt brick. So I was told that it's a bit claustrophobic and very dark. Wait, I will use my phone light. Oh wow, these steps are absolutely tiny. Holy moly. So I really have to be careful here. because I'm holding the camera and my phone. Wow, you have to be super careful here. So I need to put the camera away for a second, because yeah, this is super claustrophobic and I need to be careful. So we have made it to the top. That was a rather claustrophobic climb, I have to say. And yeah, let's check out the view. So we can see the mountains, but yeah, it is very foggy and gloomy today. Next to the tower, there is a small open-air museum with statues from different eras and civilizations. After Burana, it was time for lunch and we went to a small roadside cafe. The meal consisted of traditional Kyrgyz pancakes with sour cream and tea. We then continued toward the Konorchek Canyons and the landscapes were very impressive. The road actually goes through Kazakhstan for a little bit, but it is an international corridor, so no need to show your passport.
Here now we are in Kazakhstan. You can see the borders.
Wow!
And also you can see the names. Here is also in Latin. We don't use Latin.
Yeah, you use the Cyrillic.
Yeah.
Wow,
And,
this is cool.
this territory, it's ending here. It's ending now. So it's a very, very small part.
Okay.
And this bridge is ending. And after this bridge, we are in Kyrgyzstan. You can see on the left side there's a fence.
Yeah, I saw.
So now we are in Kyrgyzstan.
So here is speed camera.
Yeah.
It was a sign here. Another cool thing about driving in Kyrgyzstan is that the villages are full of old Soviet and German cars. As an example, I saw quite a few 80s and 90s VWs, which reminded me of my childhood. The Audi 80 is also very popular here. My guide Anvar, by the way, imported his car straight from Korea and he drove well over 300,000 kilometers in 8 years. Hyundai quality, I guess. Alright guys, we have arrived at the Konorchek Canyons here and this looks like an absolutely stunning location. And yeah, we're gonna do a 3-hour hike. The only trouble is that it just started raining. So I hope that it won't get too strong. I do have a rain jacket with me, but yeah, it would be better to do the hiking without too much rain. Alright, so we are walking through this gorge right here and we are on our way to the main canyon. And yeah, the rain has gotten a bit heavier, but it is still okay. So I hope that it will stay like this and not start pouring down in a minute. But yeah, we'll find out. So far the terrain is relatively flat, but apparently there are also some more challenging sections here. This is a rather spectacular location here, I have to say. The gorge is pretty impressive. You're walking through some canyons with these rocks, and yeah, I think that I've never seen anything like this. Rather special. So here you can see all these different canyons. Very impressive. And then you walk around the corner here. Now we have to walk up these rocks. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. So I guess you just have to find the right rocks to step on. Not too bad. And it continues.
And here's the third.
Here's the next challenge.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are now entering the main canyon here. And you have these very unique rock formations. And yeah, I'll get closer to show them to you. And I have to say that I've never seen anything like this. It looks like a mix of the Australian outback and Cappadocia. Very intriguing. All of these formations are 100% natural. So they are created by wind and rain and erosion, I guess. And it seems as if somebody had carved these lines into the rock, but nobody did. Alright, we have made it to the top here, and yeah, this location is just sensational. Unfortunately, the rain has become quite heavy, so yeah, we're not gonna spend that much time here. And it really started very suddenly. Like when we got up here, it was literally almost dry, no rain at all, and now it's starting to get very heavy. So yeah, I think that we'll go back down. Right, so we've been hiking back in the rain. And yeah, my guide is helping another tourist that is part of another group, and she kinda got separated from her group. And yeah, because these rocks are really slippery now, and all these little, rocks that we have to climb up and down, it's getting a bit dangerous, but yeah, we are now returning to the car. But yeah, overall this was an amazing hike, and even in the rain, this place looks epic. Alright guys, we are back in the car now, and yeah, it is really pissing down. So the last part of the hike was a bit unpleasant, but overall this was a really great day trip here. And thanks to my man Anwar, great guide. And I will put all the information about the company into the video, so people can book directly with you if they want to do some hiking. But you also do horseback riding and many other things.
Oh, around Issyk Lake you will see lots of valleys, lots of gorges, Ala Archa National Park, city tour, Konorchek Gorge also.
So yeah guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.